All right, good day everybody. So here we are working on my own coach again. I want to give you guys kind of an update. So I'm out here for my first test drive. I've got it backed out from under the canopy area there. And I'm out here with the old new steering column in. Got that steering shaft shortened to about 17 inches from 21. And I've got my test wheel on here, still waiting on the wheel, that one that I had gotten from a surplus location was the wrong splines. So I'm actually have to order the correct steering wheel, so I'm waiting on that. This week the vinyl for the dash will ship that matches the seats. So let's take this thing for a drive around, get it inside and start getting some flooring done again. That column project did take a little while, but it's going to be well worth it in the end. So let's get her inside the building. All right, so we made it around into the building. Steering shaft is all good. No clickety noises or nothing like that. I didn't expect any of that. So I've got that test steering wheel on there for right now, and I've got that steering shaft cover installed in there temporarily, and then I've got all this flooring for the left side all done. Now the next stage, I'm going to actually pop these pedals out. As you can see, there's those bolts right there going through the floor, and I don't have a second person here right now, and I don't feel like using a bunch of vice grips. So tomorrow evening I'll get those pedals loosened up and then spaced up. I'll finish that plank and the plank that goes in there and this other plank. Now this stack of material right here is the next stage that kind of goes in right there after that. So as you can see, I've got a decent amount. Now the shift console fiberglass piece will cover all that and cover all this stuff here. You're supposed to have at least, they say 3/8 inch of a gap between your edges. So I'm trying to follow that the best that I can. And so I've got all those done. Now I'm going to go down, and as you can see, these 4 holes are the holes for the seats. I'm going to go down now and go do some surveying of those other seats. So let's all jump in the golf cart. We'll go down to those seats and throw a seat cover on one of them, flip it upside down or lay it on its back, and get it all in there with the tape measure and see where we're at. So let's go take that ride right now. Alright, so we've made it down to my set of seats. So I'm going to get them flipped on their back, get the tape measure out, and have my fingers crossed. Alright, so I've got that factory seat that I had in there installed. This is the bottom of it, and I've measured it. It's got a 9x9 steel plate, and it's got a 10-inch separation. And I've done nothing but lucked out on this project. So this seat is actually multi-hole drilled, but it actually is on a 9x9 plate. And then from this bolt hole to this bolt hole crossed is 10 inches. Same here. So I'm super lucky. These are actually going to bolt right in for me. So we'll move on to that stage. Now I know what size of plate size that I've actually got to put in that vinyl floor to be able to get these to bolt to the plywood, because you don't want the seat sandwiching that vinyl composite flooring it'll buckle it. So you've got to cut out the square to drop the seats in to get them down to the factory plywood. So all right, let's go run back down to the motorhome here real quick and check a couple other things. All right, so the seats are gonna fit. We're good with that. Gonna actually tomorrow, when I pull this section of flooring up right here, I'll make a small blueprint of where the bolts have disappeared into here, off of this wall, off of that steering column. That way I can just use a multi-tool and float that square in there later, and then I'll do the same over here on this side. Now, fingers crossed that these holes don't need to be moved back or anything to get the seat back, but I'm pretty sure that's all going to work out for me. That is one last measurement I should take. So that's all good. As you can see, I got my gauges just kind of floating across the top here. Now today I took and put a screw in the side of my shifter console there, and then got all these harnesses are clamped up so that way that floor can float under the bottom of that. And I've started to disassemble the snack tray to be able to get it over into the paint shop. And I got that vinyl off the bottom that's on this snack tray, but I think it's actually bondoed. The wood is to this and this. So the dilemma of the day is, do you put the hours and hours into this snack tray that it's going to take to get it out, make a new plywood piece, re-vinyl this, put the welt all the way around here, and then put it all back together? Or do you call 1996 and say, hey, here's your snack tray back? I don't know. How about you comment below? Tell me what you think. Should we keep the snack tray? I'll throw a picture in there of what it looks like factory and how that kind of works. It is kind of neat for when you're running down the road and you're eating a sandwich, but then it kind of is an intrusive thing on the dash. So like I said, comment below if you think we should keep the snack tray or not. I think that's all I've got for today. We'll give you a quick tour here of the dash area with nothing, and all the heater hoses laid up there, and that big old rat nest of wires that gets buried in the shift console. So, all right, everybody, it's kind of another stage of the coach. Got it drivable again. I'm really good, feeling good about that. I'm gonna actually start tomorrow and get some more stuff done and try to actually get motivated a little more, maybe a couple less videos, and spend some time here in the evening and get this sucker back on the road. Like I said, the vinyl is hopefully shipping tomorrow, so we'll see at the end of the week. But sorry about that compressor in the background. It's keeping the fire extinguishing system up to pressure here, because in Oregon you got to have air in your extinguishing system on your outside or it's going to freeze up. So all right, everyone, thanks again. I hope you're all having a great day. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe, hit the likes, and like I said, comment if we should keep the snack tray or delete the snack tray. I'm thinking you're probably going to say to keep it, but it would be a little cleaner look when we wrap that whole dash without it. So all right, everybody, thanks again. Bye-bye.